Good evening, guys. I'm Trish with Unique Me 303 Healing and Empowerment. I wanted to do an Ascension quick tip on clearing of timelines. This is something that I talk about quite a bit in my Ascension readings. So I wanted to do a video on that. I've actually been guided a couple times. I am at Nick's right now. I came here for the weekend. Wasn't expecting to come here, but on the way here I ended up getting some more intuitive visions about doing this, and that's like the second or third time that I've had some thoughts about doing a video about this or what have you. But anyway, to get back to the subject, I'm going to be talking about clearing timelines, and you know how I think of that as being represented. So I was told to think of our life as being a circle, okay? Just a circle. And if you think about our life being represented by that circle, remember that we are multidimensional beings. We exist in many dimensions at the same time. There's different fragments of our soul all over the place in many dimensions at the same time. So if you think of your life as being a circle, being a train track that's a never-ending circle that just keeps going and going and going. That's how our lives go, our timelines go. So our lives just keep repeating over and over and over again, okay, until we clear all the stuff that needs to be cleared out of it, and then we are completely like evolved, enlightened beings. At least that's what I'm getting out of it anyway. But if you think of our life, our soul as being like the head engine on the train, and with each car representing different traumatic timelines, different events that need to be cleared that would cause you to have fearful thoughts for whatever reason about whatever thing, things that would cause you to not evolve. So these are things that would need to be cleared out, like sexual traumas. If you keep having fears about heights or about money and having a problem with lacking money all the time, 222, you might want to look that up on Sacred Scribes. But anything that has to do with fear-based or lack-based things that need to be cleared out of your timelines. So this could be timelines in this lifetime or in past lives. So how do we do that? So first of all, I will pray, and I'm just going to go ahead and close my eyes and pray like I normally would. I'm going to just talk you through how I would do this. Source God, higher self, angels, ascended masters, Jesus, and Mother Mary, I ask that you come and be with me now and help me to clear out any timelines of fearful things. I'm just going to give an example of lack, or the fear of success, or financial success, I should say. So at this time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until I get like these intuitive visions, or I may hear an audible voice that tells me how to clear this, or I may start to see like what I call guided meditation that's guided by higher self. So I'll start seeing these intuitive visions, and I'll have these words that'll come to me, and I'll just, if I'm clear, like me and Nick was doing some today, clearing this morning through guided meditation, I was guiding what I was seeing. He was actually quite in sync with me. We've been getting more and more in sync with the things that we see and stuff like that, which is really cool because that's how my clients are, and he's now finally doing that. So that's a lot of growth for him. But anyway, to get back to the subject is, to clear these timelines, you'll ask to be shown these things, and you'll start to see these intuitive visions on how to clear that. So I'm just going to give an example of one of the things that Nick and I worked on clearing today, and that will help. So in one of the scenes that I seen like the shore of an ocean. I seen like a pilgrim looking dressed, this guy that looked like he was like dressed like a pilgrim. And I felt like it was before, I believe this is one of the times they were telling us it was 200 BC. So before 200 before Christ. And he was laying with a sword or a very long knife through the side of his skull, dead, laying on the side of the seashore. His daughter was there crying. She was in like if you ever watched Little House on the Prairie, like the women wore those bonnets and the long dresses with like the aprons over it, the drab looking colors and stuff like that with boots. She was wearing that, and the mother was there, and it was just those three. And the mother and the daughter was still alive. The father was dead. To the left of him, his body, I could see like a tree line, and I was seeing these cavalrymen, and I literally heard the word cavalrymen. So I told Nick there's cavalrymen. I told him what they looked like and this and that, and they had these like long staffs with these knives on the end, and they didn't have guns or anything like that. But what it boiled down to was I was shown different insights into him not taking up, like speaking up for himself, having the courage to take up for his land and his family and his property and things like that. So basically what it is he was being forced out of his land, and I don't remember exactly where it was because we cleared a few different things today. But anyway, he was pushed out of his land. He was basically forced because he wouldn't stand up for himself. He wouldn't be courageous. He didn't have a backbone, so to speak, to stand up for himself and tell them to get the hell away, or whatever he needed to do to stand up for himself, to keep his land, to keep his family safe and secure. He did not do those things. So in order for him to heal that, he actually went back to the original people who was trying to force him to sign this paperwork to sign his land over, and he ripped it up in their face, and he basically told them to go to hell. And he felt empowered, and he seen himself being successful in them not being able to take his land. And as soon as he did that, now I didn't know what he was doing, but I was like still saying things that I was hearing and seeing, and then all of a sudden I seen a double rainbow, which always lets me know that something's healed or something's promised or what have you. So I told him I seen the double rainbow, which means it's done. And instantly, he knew that it was done. He seen his family being there. I seen his wife hanging up clothes on a clothesline. I seen him plowing the field, and his daughter was just playing and having a really good time. So I knew that it was healed. And intuitively he knew that it was healed. So that was just one scenario. Then we had another scenario, where we had something chasing us that was kind of demonic in nature, and ended up being attachments that attached to us, and we cleared those out. And it was just a really cool experience. But to be able to clear those timelines, it's just as easy as recalling those timelines. So asking and intending to receive those answers. You will receive those answers, whether it be through intuitive visions, audible voices, or what have you. Most likely both, because it's kind of hard to not have one without the other. But you can. It's definitely possible. But anyhow, so that's how you clear those timelines out, and you form new ones, or you put new cars on the track, or on the train track, so to speak, by just by healing those timelines and putting new cars on the train track. So once you heal all these traumatic events, whether it be sexual, perversions, or things that happen to you, or murders that happen to you, or drownings, or fires, or whatever it may be, once you've healed all these things, you basically become this completely advanced, evolved, enlightened being in the spiritual. I guess you can completely become an enlightened being in the physical as well, but it carries over to all of your lifetimes. So whatever you heal in this lifetime, you don't have to come back in the next lifetime and heal. But whatever you don't heal, eventually it will have to be taken a look at, and it'll heal. Okay, so If you die a very advanced being, an enlightened being, because you did all the healing work that you need to do and you cleared out all these timelines, guess what? You're coming back with all of those supernatural gifts, all of those timelines already cleared. Whatever comes with all those timelines being cleared, peace, joy, happiness, being an ascended being, having supernatural gifts and abilities of healing, all of those things that come with that. You would definitely see very present in your life when you were reborn. However, I hope that this video made some sense to you guys. I'm really tired. It's late, but Nick and I are going to a cave tomorrow, so I'm really excited. I was going to do 2 videos tomorrow instead. I'll just be having to do 1 now. So anyway, let me know down in the comments below if this video resonates with you. If you have different ways that you heal and clear out timelines, please share that with us so that we can have new suggestions and new things that we can try ourselves. Please like, share, subscribe, and follow if you don't already. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful weekend and happy Valentine's Day. I love you all. Bye.